Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alfred Abu-Hamid. I'm the President Dean at EVMS, and I'm honored to be with you today on this really important day. First, I would like to recognize Dr. Bruce Waldholz. Bruce, please stand. Bruce is the Rector of the Board of Visitors at EVMS. May I ask the class of 2024 to stand, please? Thank you. Stay standing. While I still have the class of 2024 standing, please turn around and thank your family and significant others who have given you the opportunity to be successful and here today. You may be seated. Welcome to the EVMS MD Class of 2024 White Coat Ceremony. I want to welcome our students and their families and friends who have joined us today. I know you've been waiting for a long time for this, and I see many proud and excited faces. Today is the first MD White Coat Ceremony we have had in person since the pandemic changed all of our lives and the way we conducted academic learning the past 2 years. It has been a long road, and there are still many challenges ahead, but this experience will only make you stronger. Academic health centers typically have 3 special days of commemoration in the course of an academic year: commencement, match day, and the white coat ceremony. Commencement is a day of formal and regal tradition, a celebration and acknowledgement of the accomplishments of our graduates. Match day, when you will learn where you will be attending residency, is an exciting and festive event full of suspense and anticipation. Then there is the white coat ceremony. Of the 3 days, today is my favorite. The white coat ceremony affirms the core values we hold dearly in medicine: professionalism, integrity, compassion, empathy, and dedication. This ceremony reinforces the reasons all physicians and I answered our professional calling: to care for those less fortunate, to comfort the sick, and to make a difference in the lives of those we serve. It is a great privilege and joy to be a physician. More than 6,850 people applied to be in your seats, but only 155 of the best and brightest are joining us today. "71 of you are from out of state, and 80 are from Virginia, including 43 from right here in Hampton Roads. Collectively and individually, you are among the very best of the best, with a class GPA average of 3.59, with an MCAT of 511. Nonetheless, these credentials only reflect your past academic accomplishments. You sit before us today to answer an important calling: to become best possible physician for your patients. You see, it is no longer about you. From now on, it's about your patients. Medicine is a demanding, challenging, joyful, and rewarding profession. It's an absolute privilege to care for those less fortunate and to improve the lives of the patients and families we serve. There's no more satisfying profession, in my opinion, than healing and comforting those under your care. You will change the world, one patient, one family, one community, and one nation at a time. Today, we celebrate your entry into the profession of medicine, and you assume the obligations of being a physician and a member of our wonderful profession of medicine. The study of medicine is intellectually challenging and can be difficult at times. Occasionally, you may be even finding it a bit overwhelming, but with perseverance, and the mentorship of our outstanding faculty and leaders, you will succeed. When you don your white coat today, wear it with the reverence of the medical profession itself. Wear it with a commitment to excellence, humility, compassion, altruism, empathy, and selflessness, recognizing that it's an absolute privilege to be a physician. On behalf of our faculty, I welcome you to our passion and to our calling, the wonderful profession of medicine. It is my privilege today to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Lisa Price Stevens. Born and raised in Virginia Beach, Dr. Price Stevens was eager to return to Hampton Roads and now serves as Chief Medical Officer at GenCare Senior Medical Center. She attended Spelman College and earned her medical degree from Virginia Commonwealth University. Following her residency at internal medicine here at EVMS, she stayed for a year as a faculty member before becoming a primary care physician. In 2010, Dr. Price Stevens moved to Richmond to join the medical staff at the Daily Planet, a healthcare organization serving people experiencing homelessness. The work sparked her desire to learn about the policies, clinical programs, and economics behind healthcare for the disadvantaged and how to improve them. During that time, she earned 2 more degrees, an MBA from Anna Maria College and an MPH from Walden University. Next, Dr. Price and her family moved to Boston for her position as medical director of the nation's first dual demonstration program for Medicare and Medicaid. In her position now with ChenMed, Dr. Price Stevens leads and collaborates daily with a dedicated team that includes nurses, facilitators, care coordinators, and social workers. We're honored to have Dr. Price Stevens here today.
Greetings, everyone. Okay, that was crickets. Greetings, everyone. This is a celebration. Let's be celebratory in the way we talk, and the way we celebrate, and the way we interact with each other today. This is a celebration. Thank you, Dr. President Abubad. I appreciate you so much, and congratulations on your appointment. Thank you for the kind introduction. Thank you and greetings to the Board of Directors, faculty, staff, EVMS alumni, family, friends, and last but not least, the amazing, unwavering white coat ceremony honorees. What a day this is. A day and a celebration for the sake of safety, uncertainty, and an abundance of caution was put on pause, but a day for which you fought to preserve. Congratulations, white coat recipients. You made it. However, before we get too deep, love it. Before we get too deep into the celebration, I was going to ask for each of you to stand and to give a round of applause to your family members, but you stole that from me, but that's okay, as long as we got that done, because gratitude is awesome. But I'm going to do the reverse. I want everyone who's not a white coat recipient to please stand. We are going to give you applause and gratitude for all the work that you are going to do in the future. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you. I love the gratitude. Robert Emmons, professor of psychology at UC Davis. What's going on? We good now? All right. Robert Emmons, professor of psychology at UC Davis, and who is world recognized as an expert in the science of gratitude, says, "Gratitude is the best medicine. Particularly in difficult times, is where gratitude achieves its maximal power. So remember, as you advance in your career, it may be the best type of medicine that you practice, not only for your patients, but also for yourselves, practicing gratitude." Congratulations goes far beyond today's event. You may ask yourself, what could be more reason to celebrate than a white coat ceremony? The day you've all been waiting for. I mean, it's been 2 years, did I say 2 years in the making? Well, I want to celebrate you for finding the time to study as you navigated the pressures of the world today. Together, we are hopeful in the fight against COVID-19. The road was hard. There's still work to be done, but through it all, you are here today. gratitude may be the best medicine that we practice. Today, and probably for a time leading up to today, many of you were asked by your family members or friends, or even pondered yourself, what does the white coat ceremony really mean? Is it just a gesture? Does it really change anything? Well, this is a natural and expected question. In fact, since the 1990s, when the white coat ceremony was birthed, many medical students have asked that same question. However, I would like to ask it a little bit differently, if I may. In fact, I would like to put a spin on the narrative. Let's not ask, what does the white coat mean to you, but what does it mean to them? So you may ask, who is them? Before I answer, I would like for you to take a daydream with me. So I ask you to close your eyes. All of our white coat recipients, close your eyes. Imagine it is a bright sunny day and you decide to walk to the hospital. You see people of all ages, elderly, young adults, children, all races, religions, beliefs, and preferences. You are living in a neighborhood where people come from all walks of life and they coexist together in harmony. As you walk down the street, you enter the hospital and you walk into the emergency room and you see an African-American man appearing to be clenching his chest. The doctors and the nurses are standing around him, but you feel a sense of calm because he will receive superior treatment, early intervention for his coronary artery disease. There are no assumptions made about his lifestyle or his intent. He will get the treatment he needs and deserves. As you walk further down the hall to a floor that is pink and blue, and as you look in the room, you see a young single mother giving birth to someone who will one day be the President of the United States. Oh, look, it's a girl. Now as you wake up, from probably the most sleep you've had in weeks, wake up, consider your daydream. How refreshing that they were all viewed and treated equally. Everyone in your imagery had a life that was not perfect, but they had the opportunity to live out their dream. When things go wrong, they are given the same chance to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and do better next time. When they get sick or injured, their health outcomes are not impacted by their race, socioeconomic status, or how they identify. The playing ground is equal. They have an equal access to housing, education, and health care. Unfortunately, today in the 21st century, what you imagine is still not reality for many. For some, it really is a dream. Your decision to be a healthcare provider and accept the donning of the white coat today will be an instrumental part of making that dream a reality because you imagined it, and it will be so. You see, your white coat demonstrates that you have arrived at a place in your medical training whereby you've completed the necessary milestones required to be viewed as a physician. But your white coat is also about responsibility and accountability. That is why I'm grateful that you have accepted the challenge of the white coat. I was around the age of 7 when I announced to my parents that I wanted to be a physician. I told them I wanted to help out the poor and make it better for people so they didn't have to get sick like my grandpa, who passed away from a stroke while I was sitting on his knee playing with him. That was my dream, and now that's part of my reality. When people ask me, how's it going? I say, I'm living the dream, because I am. There were many steps of validation along the way. There were challenges and setbacks, but it all has played out perfectly, and I'm able to fulfill my dream and make a difference in their life because I accepted the challenge of the white coat, and I saw them in my dreams. So whether you have formally accepted the challenge or really thought about it much more before today, they who are them are counting on you and assume that you're willing and able to meet the expectations of the white coat. So what will you do with your white coat? Will you use your white coat to practice and collaborate with other white coat providers, such as pharmacists, nurse practitioners, or physician assistants? Will you trade your white coat for street clothes and work in a homeless shelter or do missionary work in another country? Will you take your white coat to the Capitol or to the Senate to use when lobbying for patient rights and against health disparities? Or will you become a professor of medicine and train other potential white coat influencers? Whatever you decide to do, it is imperative that you understand the power of your white coat and the responsibility that comes with it. Society will see your white coat even when you're not wearing it, so please know your actions and your words matter. I have the privilege of being a clinical leader in an organization called GenCare. Many of you know that we are a primary care provider organization focused on VIP care for the elderly. Our vision statement starts off like this: everyone wins when we achieve our vision to be America's leading primary care provider. But the part that resonates most with me is the second line: transforming the care of the neediest population. When I've had the opportunity to transform care, when I know that I made a difference in someone's life, it's like a natural high. You may have already felt that. And yet, I must be honest, sometimes I get overwhelmed with the influence and the impact of my white coat. Even outside of the day-to-day caring for patients, society is in awe and sees power in our white coat. In fact, the white coat may seem more like a superhero cape when you think about the possibilities. You may find yourself in scenarios where societal expectations of you go far beyond writing a prescription. Just think of the possibilities, the impact of your white coat on Black Lives Matter, on women's rights, rights for immigrants, the homeless. Just think of how the white coat could impact the life of a battered woman, suffering children, and every other marginalized people, including those who identify as LGBTQIA+, because all lives matter. And the power of the white coat goes beyond the color of someone's skin or what block they grew up on. Remember, they often see your white coat as a superhero cape. But every superhero has an Achilles heel. There is always kryptonite around to flip the script. The power of the white coat loses its effectiveness if the person wearing it actually believes they're a superhero. Let me say that again. The power of the white coat actually loses its effectiveness if the person wearing it actually believes they are a superhero. You see, the power of the white coat is most impactful when worn by a real, caring, loving, imperfect human being who is honest, truthful, filled with integrity and humility. That's the thing about medicine. It's real people caring for real people. Over the years, you'll meet challenges. Many of those challenges will be diagnostic. You'll stay awake at night wondering, what is going on? What is the differential diagnosis to a patient that you are caring for? But you will always also face challenges that are not diagnostic and will be relational, involve advocacy, will call you to make tough decisions in the name of doing what is right. Those challenges will always be human, and the human in you, using your white coat as a tool, will make the difference. Now back to that world that you imagine. Because you accepted the challenge of the white coat, we are closer to that world, a world where there are equal opportunities for all, a world void of healthcare disparities, that world where people living in any zip code have an equal chance to a full life expectancy. That world will one day exist because of you, a superhuman, real person in a white coat who accepted the challenge for a better place. In closing, I want to leave you with a few nuggets. Even superheroes need a few things to ponder. You are not invincible, but you are surely amazing. In staying grounded to your humanity and yet accepting the challenge of the white coat, please consider this. Before you pray, believe. Before you speak, listen. Before you spend, earn. Before you write, think. And before you quit, try. And before you hang up your white coat, make sure to live. Congratulations, white coat recipients.
EVMS graduate. Thank you, Dr. Price-Stevens, for your insightful words. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce Cody and CISO, class of 2023, to tell you about the heritage of this ceremony and the symbolism of the white coat. Cody?
Hi, everybody. My name's Cody Enciso, and I'm a fourth-year medical student here at EVMS. So first off, I'd like to start off by saying congratulations to the class of 2024. Usually, I'd be saying something along the lines of, welcome to EVMS, but y'all have already been here for 2 years. So that doesn't make this day any less special for you guys. You all came in at a time of uncertainty and change, and the start of medical school was a completely different experience for you amidst the pandemic. But I have personally witnessed, and I've heard from my classmates, I've heard from faculty, about all the amazing things that y'all have been doing and all the incredible work that you have already accomplished here at EVMS. You came in, you adapted, you adjusted, and you just started doing it. And you've been thriving. So instead of welcome, we want to applaud you for all the progress made and for all that you have achieved so far. Today is finally White Coat, something that your class had decided to postpone, not to do virtually, which I thought was an excellent idea. This is a special and momentous occasion, and you deserve to experience this in person. So I remember back to my white coat ceremony 3 years ago. I was sitting in these same seats, and my family was sitting somewhere over there, and I'm just trying to take in the moment, and I'm sitting there, and I'm distracted by my smartwatch. It keeps buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. So finally, I'm like, I gotta take a peek at this smartwatch, and I read, Mom, look over here, look over here, look over here. So then I turn to my left, and I put my thumbs up and smile until this sweet lady gets the photo that she wants of me. And I already know that this group over here, they like to take photos. They've been having me take their photos for the past hour. So... Parents, family, friends, if you want to sneak a quick photo of your med student during my speech, I won't be offended. Today, your family, friends, colleagues, and mentors have gathered to welcome the future of EVMS into the profession of medicine. At EVMS, this welcome involves donning of the symbolic white coat. And myself, as a member of the EVMS chapter of Gold Humanism Honor Society, I get to tell you all about this ceremony, the symbol, and its significance to you, the physician in training. The White Coat ceremony has a treasured history. It was founded by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation at commencement for Columbia University's College of Physicians and Surgeons in 1993. Where Dr. Arnold Gold had been a professor and pediatric neurologist for more than 40 years. It was actually his wife, Dr. Sandra Gold, who, after witnessing students delivering the Hippocratic oath at their graduation, concluded that the oath was being recited 4 years too late. So instead, she and her husband decided to formally induct medical students into the physician profession at the beginning of their studies, and subsequently the White Coat ceremony was created. The Gold Foundation celebrates humanism in medicine and introduces medical students to their roles and responsibilities in the medical profession. Today, White Coat ceremonies occur at 97% of accredited schools of medicine across the United States, Canada, and 13 other countries. Your white coat symbolizes your entry into the medical profession and welcomes you as a junior colleague. The white coat is personally placed on each student's shoulders by individuals who believe in your ability to carry on the noble tradition of doctoring. It is a personally delivered gift of faith, confidence, and compassion. More importantly, the white coat is a covenant between you and your future patients. By accepting this white coat, you are accepting the responsibility to develop, maintain, and improve your skills, knowledge for years to come, while also maintaining professional attitudes and behaviors becoming of a student of your caliber. So wear your white coat with a commitment to excellence, humility, compassion, altruism, empathy, and selflessness. You all have already been on this incredible but difficult journey in medical school. You're getting ready to start your clerkship year on Monday. You'll be wearing your white coat in the hospital, at the clinics, and working with real patients. So I'd like to leave you with a few thoughts today. Be kind to each other and to yourselves. We have an amazing culture here at EVMS where students are cooperative, good-natured, and supportive of each other's success. Getting to know my friends and future colleagues has arguably been one of the best parts of medical school. Also take the time to take care of yourself and maintain your own wellness, especially in this upcoming year. Be humble. EVMS graduates are known for their legacy of being extremely humble, yet hardworking physicians. We are incredibly fortunate to be here, and the faculty, the administration, hospital staff, and our patients all play an integral role in our education. Be community-centered. This school was a result of a grassroots movement. The local community came together to build our medical school to meet the medical needs of Hampton Roads. The opportunity to interact with the most marginalized of our patients has been a vital reminder to me of why I wanted to be a physician in the first place. And to give y'all some praise, this area is where I have personally witnessed many of you excel at and be very passionate about. So for that, I commend you and I say keep it up. And lastly, be excited. Getting to this point is no small task. You've already taken your first steps into officially becoming a physician. And now you'll be out there on your rotations, putting to practice all that you've learned so far. You get to wear your white coats every day. You get to go into a patient's room and have them say, "Oh, the doctor's here." And you're like, student doctor. Medical school is challenging, but it can also be one of the most invigorating and rewarding experiences of our lives. So be excited to learn, experience, and grow in your craft. So on behalf of the MD class of 2023, congratulations to you on this special day. We're incredibly proud to call you our colleagues. As your white coat is placed on your shoulders, just take a moment to look around. You are all brothers and sisters in this journey. So congratulations again, and we've been happy to have you in the EVMS family. Thank you.
Thank you, Cody, for wonderful remarks. It's now time for the presentation of the white coats. Would the chairs or their designee from our basic science and clinical departments please rise as I call your names in order of departments. Representing dermatology is Department Chair, Dr. Abby Van Voorhees. Representing emergency medicine is Department Chair, Dr. Frank Councilman. Representing family and community medicine is Dr. Cynthia Romero. Representing internal medicine is Department Chair, Dr. Rehan Kayam. Representing microbiology and molecular cell biology is Department Chair, Dr. Julie Carey. Representing physiological sciences is Dr. Diane Duffy. Representing ophthalmology is Dr. Thomas Jolie. Representing pediatrics is Department Chair, Dr. G.W. Gowan. Representing psychiatry and behavioral sciences is Acting Chair, Dr. David Spiegel. And last but not least, representing surgery is Department Chair, Dr. L.D. Britt. The chairs and department representatives are here to help students into their white coats. We have a tradition of allowing legacy family members or EVMS-affiliated physicians to assist in donning their students' white coats. Today we have 6 families who meet the criteria. These students will be presented with their white coats at the end of the group. When your name is called, please approach the stage.
Yasmina Abdus, Waleed Adawi, Vishal Agroya, Uzoma Aherakwe, Oluwatobi Akande, Yancy Algarim, Abhijit Atkaru, Tachiwa Elia, Asma Azam, Philip Ball.
You may now don the white coats.
Jason Bard, Catherine Becker, Yusuf Bedas, Jeb Black, David Brodnick, Isabel Brown, Matthew Byerly, Jack Capra, Stacy Lynn Carpenter, Vincent Chan.
You may now don the white coats.
Hannah Chung, Donald Clark, Parth Contractor, Christian Colson, Ricardo de Cataldo, Samuel Dickerson, Rohan Dodd, Alex Dombrower, Devin Dreyer, Megan Duggins.
You may now don the white coats.
Divya Duraswamy, Michael Eason, Monica Etherajan, Brandon Euchre, Virginia Evans, Nathaniel Faber, Matthew Farmer, Elizabeth Fitch, Kari Flicker, Samuel Fox.
You may now don the white coats.
Matilda Francis, Michaelia Hall, Dallas Hampton, Syed Mahdi Hawk, Amir Hassani, John Hepner, Sarah Hermack, Daniel Hashmatipour, Jonah Hu, Kelly Nguyen.
You may now don the white coats.
Yunju Huang. Alyssa Jackson. Noah Cate. Mayuri Kathrodia. William Kim. Samuel Kim. Zachary Kolke. Kanchit Lam. Ryan Lamrani. Reagan Larrick.
You may now down the rifles.
Evan Leung. Jonathan Light. Subin Lim. Elizabeth Lindsay. Rebecca Liu. Lydia Lukomsky. Riley Mainville. Ian Mandibur. Emmanuel Marfo. Thomas Marshall.
You may now down the rifles.
Nolan Martin. Claire McHugh. Nor Maymead. Madeline Miles. Ways Mojadedi. Lillian Nagel. Mukasala Indubisi. Michelle Inciania. Karam Obaid. Hajara Watara.
You may now down the rifles.
Jonathan Parker. Joshua Payne. Irene Pepiot. Savannah Perez. Michael Guap Pham. Sarah Phillips. Serena Pu. Catherine Reed. Kirsten Reed. Juliana Remo.
You may now down the rifles.
Bethsebe Romero. Dustin Runzo. Pallavi Samudrala. Daniel Sasson. Levi Schieffer. Trevor Schlecht. Christian Schmidt. Rohan Sharma. Morgan Shelton. Edward C.
You may now down the rifles.
Simra Siddiqui. Natalie Simon. Molly Sternick. Madeline Sun. Tia Sesniak. Miranda Teixeira. Shampoi Tucker. Eric Tolis. Giovanna Trace. Nina Serediani.
You may now down the white coats.
Maya Vishnia. Lavinia Wainwright. Kendra Walker. Nicholas Walsh. Ucha Wong. Jacob Whitley. Troy Williams. Michael Wilson. Hemu Yaluru. Zachary York.
You may now go on the white coats.
Robert Yotes. Victor Yu.
Chairs and department representatives, you may be seated. Now I'd like to invite to stage the designated family members who will present the white coats to their respective legacy students. Dr. Bunan Al-Naif, member of the Master of Public Health class of 2011 and Assistant Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Dr. Robert Chassé and Dr. Jane Craig, both members of the MD class of 1986. Dr. Huma Haider, Psychiatry Residency class of 2005. Dr. Naveed Akhtar Jaffrey, member of the class of 1986 MD class, and Dr. Rabia Jeffrey, Psychiatry Resident class of 2013. And a member of our Board of Visitors, Dr. Jaffrey. Dr. Stephen Maddock, member of the MD class of 2000. Dr. David Pierce, member of the MD class of 2020 and current resident in internal medicine at EVMS. Now I would like to call forth the students. Sarah Al-Naif. Madeline Chassé. Imad Haq. Saad Jaffrey. Alexander Maddock. And Pierce Publico. You may now don your white coats. Let's give them a round of applause as they take their seats. You can go ahead, Brunel. You can all go. Yeah. Okay, all right. So students come this way, and family members and significant others go the other way. Would the MD class of 2024 please stand for the reading of the Hippocratic Oath? Students, you can find the oath printed on page 7 of your program. In addition to the students, we invite all other physicians here today to join in the recitation of the oath. Please say it aloud with me. Upon this day of matriculation into the Eastern Virginia Medical School, as I seek admission to the medical profession, I do solemnly affirm, as did the ancient Greeks, by all that I hold most sacred, that according to my ability and judgment, I will keep this oath and its stipulations. I hold my teachers in this art equal to my own parents and extend to them the respect and gratitude which is their due. I will precept, lecture, and every other mode of instruction impart a knowledge of the art to my progeny and those of my teachers, and to disciples bound by covenant and oath according to the law of medicine. I will follow that system of treatment which, according to my ability and judgment, I consider for the benefits of my patients and abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous. I will exercise my art solely for the cure of my patients and the prevention of disease, and will give no drugs and perform no operations for a criminal purpose, nor far less suggest such a thing. With honor and dignity, I will practice my profession, not permitting consideration of religion, nationality, race, or social standing to intervene between duty and my patients. Into whatsoever houses I enter, I will go for the benefit of the sick, and would hold myself aloof from every voluntary act of wrongdoing or corruption. Whatever I may see or hear in the lives of others, which ought not be spoken abroad, I will not divulge, reckoning that such should be kept secret. While I continue to keep this oath unviolated, may it be granted to me and enjoy life and the practice of the art, respected by all people in all times. But should I trespass and violate this oath, may the reverse be my lot. You may be seated. This concludes today's ceremony. Before we go, I have a quick housekeeping announcements. In an effort to minimize the congestion in the lobbies, we have divided up the reception into 2 floors. Students with the last name starting with letters A to K are on the 1st floor. The rest are on the 2nd floor. Please remain seated as our platform party recesses out first, followed by the students. Then ushers will release you by rows. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for joining me today and for playing a role in this very special event. Have a great day.